Well, in order to make it affordable, you have to make it at volume. So you've got to make everything at high rate, consistently. If you tour the production line, you'd have a sense for it. You've got to have all of the casting machines, all of the stamping machines, as the case may be, the glass machines, the wheels, the tires, everything required from the motor, the battery cells, all of the constituents of the battery cells, all of the silicon that goes in there with the chips. The manufacturing is somewhere between 100 and 1,000 times harder than making a prototype.
Whoa.
And then if you want to say, like, you want to get from, once you reach volume manufacturing, which is insanely difficult, then you want to make the car affordable. It's harder to, say, reduce the cost of the car by 20% than it is to get to volume production in the first place. So I really cannot emphasize enough how hard production is relative to design. I'm not saying the design is trivial, because you have to have taste and you have to know what to make. If you don't have a taste and judgment, then your prototype will be bad. But it is trivial, really, to churn out prototypes, and it is extremely difficult to build a factory.
And how much more difficult is it to make this, considering the body's made out of steel? It's
very difficult. The difficulty of manufacturing is proportionate to the amount of new technology that you have in a car or in the product. And in this case, there's a lot of new technology. The production line will move as fast as the slowest and least lucky and most foolish part of the entire production line. And you could say, to first approximation, there are 10,000 things that have to go right, at least, for production to work. So if you have 9,999 things that are working and one that isn't, that sets the production rate. Yeah. But by far the hard part. In fact, really the amazing thing about automobiles was not so much the invention of the automobile, but the invention of the factory, the mass manufacturing. And for that, Henry Ford deserves a tremendous amount of credit. He was an next-level genius. In fact, Ford is really responsible for the entire mass manufacturing industry because he actually founded Cadillac, which was the heart of General Motors. Then he got kicked out, then started Ford.
Really?
Yeah, and then everyone just copied him.
Do you know he made one of his first cars out of hemp?
Well,
he used hemp fiber for the panels.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a fascinating video of him banging on it with a hammer. Because hemp is bizarrely durable when it's compressed, and when they take the fibers, and I don't know what kind of epoxy they use or something to put it all together. But what it makes, with the actual physical form of it, is insanely light. Yeah. Like fiberglass light, but very, very durable. See if you can find that video. It's kind of crazy. Henry Ford is banging on I believe it was the hood of it with a hammer. Yeah. Here it is. So this was like, look at that. Isn't that crazy?
As well.
I don't know why they stopped making them out of that. That was from 1941. How much does the Cybertruck weigh?
It depends on configuration, but it's about 7,000 pounds.
Whoa.
There's different versions, but 7,000 pounds. It's like similar to, like, it's a heavy truck.
Like a Ford F-250 or something like that.
Yeah.
And it, because of all of the metal and the weight and everything like that, but with the engines that you have, it's still, the 0 to 60 is pretty bizarre, right? It's like 3.5 or something like that?
We're aiming to get the 0 to 60 below 3 seconds.
Below 3?
Yes.
Wow.
For the beast mode version. So we've got a beast mode version that's, so there's well, I don't want to give it all away right now, but there are 3 demonstrations. One of them people are aware of, which is emptying a Tommy gun into the side of the car, a shotgun, 45 and a 9mm, and no penetrations.
Wow.
And it comes that way from the factory.
Can I try it with an arrow?
Yeah, it'll be fine.
You think so?
I mean,
I bet I can get
a
in
crossbow might.
there. I have a 90-pound compound bow that shoots 520 grain arrows at 300 feet per second with a
I think an arrow.
razor sharp broadhead.
We're gonna try right now if you want.
I wish I had it with me. I don't.
Is it at your house or something?
Yeah,
Should we send someone to go get it? We could do the demo tonight.
that would be interesting.
Maybe I'll drive back with an arrow sticking out of my car.
I bet I could get in there.
Yeah, okay, I'll bet you can't.
Really?
Yeah, I'll bet you $1.
Damn. I'd like. Damn,
I think
wish
if you have a crossbow that's with enough force, you might a crossbow.
The thing about a
might
crossbow
get
is
it
the
through.
bolt, even though it's very fast, it's not going to be nearly as heavy. You won't have as many grains.
You can make a heavy crossbow bolt.
You could,
Yeah.
yeah, but generally, crossbow bolts are considerably lighter. They're much smaller, you know, and they're much faster. They're moving at like 400, 500 feet per second, easy.
Yeah, I mean the thing that matters is kind of the energy per unit area. So so interesting, like a 9mm or a 45, which is basically sort of a 10mm. The 45 is. They're roughly the same, but the 45 actually is slightly worse penetration than a 9mm.
You know what I just realized? I do have some broadheads. And I have a less powerful bow, but I have an 80-pound bow
Go
back
for it.
there. I think we should do it.
Absolutely.
Okay. When you want to do it right now?
Yeah, I can do it right now.
Okay, let's do it right now. Let's
Great.
find out.
Fuck yeah, let's do it. Sick.
We'll be right back.
This could be funny. Well, I'm just like, why does he have an arrow sticking out of his car? You know, have the arrow come back and... I mean, just beware of ricochets. Like, you might want to do it at a slight angle. You know what I mean?
Blew the arrow apart.
Yeah.
Flatten the tip of the arrow. Look at the tip of the broadhead. That's impressive.
Hey, cutie.
Thank you. Well, now we know.